Hi, good afternoon. This is Steve Hirschler. It's Sunday, April 2nd, and I just wanted to give you a market update of what's going on here in the Big Bear MLS. Year to date, 2023, for the first quarter, that's January 1st through March 31st, we sold 227 units year to date at an average price of $499,513. So that's the average price of all properties being sold. And with a total volume of just over 113 million, 113,389,360 year to date. When we look back at 2022 for a comparison on that for the same period, 2022 we had 437 units sold. So year to date this year we're down 48% on the number of units. The average price last year was $552,909 and we're at $499,513. So the average prices of properties being sold is down about 9.65%. And the total volume last year was 241,344,830. And compared to this year's 113,389,360. So we're down 53% in total volume. So those numbers sound pretty drastic, but remembering that we had a perfect storm during the pandemic, and that caused a lot of buyer activity and properties were selling well above list price. In fact, the average price, list price to sales price ratio in 2023 during that time period was 103.7, so almost 104%. And this year, year to date, it's at 97.6, which is more traditional with what we've seen in Big Bear. So looking back at 2019, prior to the pandemic, for the first quarter, we had 321 units closed, and this year we're at 227. So the units are down about 29% year to date from the pre-pandemic level in 2019. And the average price, though, is up. The average price in 2019 during that period was $309,083, and this year we're at $499,513. So the average price is up 61.6% year to date over 2019. And the total volume is actually still up, even though the units are down 29% over 2019. Our volume is 14% higher year to date this year. So it's not all doom and gloom. I think we're back at more of a normal market. The good news is our prices are higher than they were prior to the pandemic, but they have dropped from the peaks during the pandemic. And so currently, I think the reason that that's happening is interest rates are starting to come back down a little bit. I'm not sure where that's going in the future, but I'm seeing primary residence loans in the 5.25% to 5.5%, depending on your down payment amount and your credit worthiness. And second homes, you can add about 3/4 of a point to 1 point on top of those rates. But the inventory is remaining low. So our inventory currently for residential properties in Big Bear is at 190 as of today. And 190 units may sound like a lot, but in a normal market, and I call normal 2013 to 2019 prior to the pandemic, we would be running 500 to 600 units of residential this time of the year, and that was not excessive. So at 190, there's less properties on the market. That's helping keep our pricing at or near the pricing that we just talked about, where we're beating 2019. So anyway, that's a recap of what's going on in the market here in Big Bear. If you have any questions or you'd like to speak with me directly, I can be reached at my cell phone, 909-725-5889. Again, Steve Hirschler with Keller Williams up in Big Bear. Hope you have a great day.